Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of the daily life of a Team Rocket Grunt. Last time we finished the Lavender Town mission and defeated Mr. Fuji and got one of his Pokemon. Well, technically I think Mr. Fuji is Dr. Fuji if he had any hand in the Mewtwo project, but the game called him Mr. Fuji, so that is what I'll call him too. And we met up with Professor Oak again, really shady how we met up, and I don't think I ever thought I'd call Professor Oak of all people shady, but he was. And he also forgot who I was, which was plain insulting, like, dude, you failed to give me a starter Pokemon, and you forgot who I was too? Nah man, I guess the man is getting older. Well, old, same thing, but anyways, let's forget that. I'm part of Team Rocket now, and I need to go and report to Giovanni about my successful mission. Let's just escape. I could go through Saffron, but I am curious what the underground path has become. Maybe there are side missions? There might be. Hey, take it easy folks, we all know Miss Hoen's popular around here. Ah, see, but fame is a burden, you know what I'm saying. She's just off on a vacation for a little bit is all. She'll be back in no time at all, gentlemen, you hear? Hey you're not a rocket, are you? Kinda am, mate. Listen for a sec. Help me out with something, okay? I'll make it worth your while. Sure. The best girl I got, man, she ran off without a word, lured away by this young hotshot nobody who runs the joint in the other underground path over on Route 5. That rookie don't know nothing about the game except charming away older folks' profit makers. Ain't right, man. Get over there and get her back for me, would ya? And give that wannabe kid a good round for me too if you can. Okay. What do you guys have to say? She's so exotic, so different from the others. Where'd she go? This is wasting my time. I got no reason to come here if that one from Hoenn is not around. What happened, man? Hey, where's the Hoenn doll? I'm not paying if she's gone. I think I have an idea what kind of business this man's running, and it's ballsy of the ROM makers for adding such a thing in a Pokemon game of all places. How's the night going? It could always be better. Yep, I was right. At least these are humans and not Pokemon. I'm bored, want to talk. I don't think she wants to talk. I think she's on something else. Lost your way, sweetie? Nope. Luckily the ROM makers have used women, like human women and not Pokemon. Could have easily used a God of War. It is Gen 3 after all. Ooh, red spin here. Still silent as ever. Let's see how things are here. Okay, petrol. Well, what can I say, Ian? He beat me. He beat all of us. You go to see the boss? Be warned, he's in a bit of a frenzy right now. At least he remembers me. Wow, so that kid just like broke his way into our hideout and beat all of us flat out. Okay. Apparently the kid got a hold of the key to the elevator, then he went down and wiped the floor with boss. But don't look at me, I didn't give it to him, promise. Okay, Ronnie's here. Let's see what he has to say. Dude, I don't even know how to tell you what just happened on him. He knocked us out, all of us. Yeah, dude, even boss, hell, even me. Ronnie, my friend, you're a grunt. If the boss lost, you're bound to lose as well. That little red kid from Mount Moon, like I totally want to tell you it was a close match, but not even close. That kid is superhuman, man. Okay. Let's go to the 4th floor. Ariana, it's positively the worst humiliation we have been through years. We have been through the years. If Lance and the Elite Four had stormed in here, busted us out, I would have been furious. If some petty small-time gang decided to marshal all its resources for a successful strike against us, I would have taken it as a slight upon my honor. But this, Ariana, what the devil could have prepared me for this? Child, I mean, what in Arceus' name am I to make of this? Well, if you use Arceus in place of God, why not use Georgina in place of the devil? Isn't that the whole lore of Sinnoh? the most prestigious, notorious organization in all of Kanto, brought to its knees at the hands of some pre-adolescent twerp. I am disgusted, revolted, ashamed at our incompetence. I've been naive, underestimated the kid, and look at him now. 4 badges and fully evolved Pokemon in his arsenal. Who knows, before we know it, he'll have earned the right to challenge Viridian Gym and will demand its leader to show up and accept his challenge. No, let's not get ahead of ourselves. If it happens, we will have to be ready, Ariana. You know, I'm always prepared for every eventuality, Giovanni. There are those of us who can count on to your side, however. Count on to stand by your side until the end and beyond if need be. Which I propose, it would seem as if a favorable grant has graced us with this prison. I'm a favorite, am I? Ah. In. So you've returned. Sir, yes, sir. I'll be frank, tell you that Fuji Santis are the least of my concerns at the moment, but let's hear whatever you have to report anyways. Quickly, you hear. What's that? There's more? Oh, could it be? Well, fine. You piqued my interest. Take it from the start, if you would. As a Pokemon trainer with the chief trader himself. Well, that explains how the kid got hold of a freak of a Charizard, at least. So Oak is looking for Fuji, is he? God, what is he planning? Does he know about us? This could be bad. This could be very bad indeed. I mean, the whole of Kanto knows about us, Giovanni. At this point, there's no reason to hide it. That little Ronnie screwed us over. I think it's about time you learn the truth. Things that happened in secret in that final year of the war. I never thought to tell it all to a mere grunt, but I believe you've proven yourself worthy of hearing it. And you're going to work with me to set things straight. It's best you had it clean from me. I'm going to tell you everything. Okay, let me just catch my breath. Oh my god, I completely forgot how to do all of that. Full stop, commas, I forgot punctuation marks. Okay, it was 11 years ago. Kanto's war efforts was going badly. It was clear that we could not win by force alone. But we had something that Lance and his boys did not. Something we knew was the key to victory. Minds of the brightest scientists in the nation. Ever since the start of the war, Oak had been leading a number of secret initiatives to capture and harness the power of one Pokemon. One so rare, most laymen thought it just a legend. But legends don't win wars. Oak knew better. Once word got back that Dr. Fuji had at last caught hold of Mew, we knew there was no chance the public could know. It was to be the region's best kept secret, and only our chance of winning. Or was it only our chance of winning? Either way. But Mew could not be brandished like artillery on the battlefield the way Lance did his Johto dogs, and nor did Oak expect it could. By far the strongest Pokemon in existence, but contained in the body of the most benevolent, soft-hearted creature you could ever see. You couldn't make the thing knock out a Magikarp for sport, let alone ravage a crowd of enemy monsters in the field. So Oak decided on another solution. To harness Mew's power, they could create from it a genetic clone conditioned from birth to be devoid of empathy, and to possess an innate urge for battle. They called it the Mewtwo Project. At the time, I was the richest man in Kanto, and a devout member of Oak's Elite Four. Oak was the champion back then, I see. I wanted to do everything I could for Kanto, so I funded the project. An impressive team was assembled. Blaine, Fuji, Bill, and Professor Shigeki, Kanto's authority on genetic engineering. Never heard of him. Each member was a genius in his own right and wasn't afraid to work day and night for months for a chance to save Kanto. I can see Dr. Fuji here. I was right, he is Dr. Fuji. But the project proved much more difficult than expected. Most test cases came out as formless, half-dead pieces of flesh that did not resemble Mew in any way. I wouldn't call Dittos half-dead, they're very much alive. One of these early failures was particularly nasty. Though equally as erratic and disgustingly shapeless as the others, This newborn monster had inherited new strength. Oh. It broke free from its test tube and escaped the lab, killing several of the earlier specimens in its wake. Ooh, poor dittos. This little incident became known as the catastrophe, and it scarred the scientists as well as it did me. I began to lose faith in my investment, and I think Oak was starting to feel the same way. Luckily, however, Dr. Fuji soon gave new hope to the project. Fuji suggested a way to contain Mew's power within a solid sentient body by creating a clone that could combine Mew's DNA with that of a human. I hope he's not going to suggest what I think he's going to suggest. Initial tests proved promising, and the scientists agreed to each contribute a sample of their own DNA to be used from Mew's clone. Ew. Was the only one who refused to provide a DNA sample. His skepticism for the project had by now risen to a peak. Now, he just knew better. Donating genetic materials for the DNA, my dude. As if I don't know what a group of guys does in a circle. Ironically, however, Fuji's theory proved correct. Sooner than anyone could anticipate, the team had produced their definite Mew2. A human-like, immensely powerful psychic Pokemon possessing the requisite cold, bloodthirsty mind and sapient intelligence. Okay, before anyone could prepare it for the field, however, the Mewtwo project reached its natural conclusion. Devoid of empathy but disturbingly intelligent, the newborn clone could find no reason to fight for Kanto's cause. Kanto. Why the war did not appeal to Mewtwo we couldn't say, but it refused to be used as a military weapon, and when we insisted, it rebelled. Okay. With psychic powers, we had no means to control Mewtwo, ruin the lab, and escape the scientists who had given it life. Driven, we believe, by a desire to find worthy Pokemon opponents, sought refuge in the depths of a notoriously dangerous cave outside Cerulean City. As far as I know, that's where it still hides to this day. No capture expedition since, not by the government, by us, or any other party for that matter, has been successful. Soon after Mewtwo's escape, it was all over. Oak announced Kanto's surrender to Lance and Johto, ending the war. We had done our best to destroy all evidence of the project, but there was no hiding the team's involvement in some kind of military research. Fuji was the first to throw in the towel. The old coward openly pledged his allegiance to Lance, accepting any terms they gave him. Blaine and Bill were more reluctant, but they eventually followed suit. Now as to Shigeki, nobody knows. The old guy has been missing ever since the end of the war. And me? Well, Lance stripped me of my Elite Four position right quick. And Oak, that traitor, left me to fend for myself, as if I hadn't invested my heart and soul, let alone my personal fortune, to defend a home now taken over by foreign aggressors. And it wasn't right. I knew that that Kanto at large, had been cheated of a battle we could have won. And I vowed that if Lance could not be taken down through legitimate means, then I would cripple him from inside. I never looked back. So now you see, Ian, why recent developments have me very concerned indeed. Ariana, darling, I need you to leave for Viridian. We have no time to waste. With this red twerp running around, we can't leave the gym unmanned. You will guard it in my absence. If that is what you want, Giovanni, but he won't like it, our boy. Nonsense. My son will come with you to Viridian if need be. It will do him good. Very well, Giovanni. I'll be on my way. Listen, and Oak must despise everyone who worked on the Mewtwo project. All of a sudden he has business with Fuji after all these years. It can't be good news. Can't imagine he still believes he can find some way to get at Mewtwo after all these years, but suppose he did. We have to know. That's why, Ian, I want you to go to Palerton yourself, confront Oak in his lab, and get to the bottom of what he's up to. If that means resorting to force, then so be it. The old guy is banned from Pokemon battle, so he's not likely to put up much of a fight anyway. And while you're there, do see if you can gather any more information about this red kid, or his family from the locals. Any key information, any weaknesses of his that we can exploit would be of great help. All clear in? Very good. Just one more thing before you go. Okay, yo, promotion. You guys can see, but I am dancing. I said you guys can't see, sorry. I got excited and my speech tends to slur a bit normally, and when I do get excited, it slurs a bit more. I'll say it was about time you earned my trust in this rise in rank. I think you'll have no trouble stealing Pokemon from teenagers or women trainers. You'll also be obliged to carry one of these. Rocket pager. This device will beep whenever I want one or all of my admins to report back to HQ. Whenever it goes off, I expect you to be making your way here as soon as possible, as you possibly can. That is all. You've shown a lot of promise, and that's why I've chosen to invest in you like this. Do not let it go to waste. Is that understood? Now, off with you, admin. No time to waste. Okay, so a few things happened. Firstly, I got promoted to admin, which is fantastic, I'd say. Second, the Catastrophe and Mewtwo are separate entities entirely, when I thought it was the same thing. So there's something more volatile and more evil than Mewtwo out there. Well, Mewtwo isn't evil. Like, this is the third point I want to talk about. Like, Giovanni does not understand why Mewtwo did what he did, why he rebelled, why he did not choose to fight for them. I think the answer is simple. You've made a Pokemon taking in the genes of the most benevolent Pokemon known to mankind and the DNA of mankind itself, and put it together. So the product you have is a sentient being able to feel emotions like a human and the most benevolent Pokemon in existence. You do not treat a thing like that. Not thing, that's disrespectful. You do not treat a living being like that as some kind of weapon for war. As much as he was made for that, he has the sentience to be considered a fully living being. And as such, I think the biggest mistake was treating poor poor Mewtwo as some kind of a test subject instead of another living being. I think if they did, the outcome of the war could have been different. Mewtwo would have been a lot friendlier to them than he was, or than he is right now. And Giovanni thinks they could have still won the war. I don't know how. Mewtwo's out of use, and the beasts, he calls them dogs, but they're clearly cats. Like, there's a tiger, there's a lion, and I'm not sure what Suicune is, jaguar or something, but either way that's a cat. Anyways, the three beasts. Lance had them under his control, so unless people of Kanto somehow got the help of the three birds, maybe the playing fields would have been equaled. But at the same time, I don't think Kanto could have won. So Oak surrendering wasn't the worst idea there was. That's that. I think I'll leave it for here today. Take time to digest the information we just learned. But anyways, nothing too exciting happened here. So I am a little iffy about whether I do want to finish here or not. Like, maybe, yeah, I'll finish the Pallet Town mission before I do that, like end the episode. I don't think the Pallet Town mission shouldn't be that long. It's just a reconnaissance mission. Get as much info. Oh, damn boy, what's with the new getup? Say what? They made little in and admin now, did they? Well, no jokes. So now you can rob women and teenagers, is it? Haha, congrats, bud. You know, given all my inborn gangster skills, it speaks to my modesty that they didn't promote me too yet, doesn't it? No, you're just a failure, my mate. Now, any more juicy news? Oh no, you're going to Pallet to interrogate Professor Oak? Dude, no way, that's too rad. You know they didn't give me a new mission yet. Because you failed. And you put Team Rocket on the radar. I should not have told you about this mission. Why, now isn't that a prime opportunity? No, don't come with me. Oh, man, he's gonna mess up this mission as well, isn't he? Oh, damn it. Hi there, N. It's been a while. Fill me on the latest note. Oh, now the little odd. Hmm. The little kid knocked you all senseless? Sorry, but I find that rather humorous. Some kid. Oh, and what? Giovanni finally revealed his wartime secrets? Good. Then we're fully on the same page now, aren't we? Suppose he told you about the catastrophe as well, then? Yes, that Mewtwo is well shut off its Cerulean cave. But I'm curious, did he happen to know what became of Mew after the project was shut down? No? Very well. Keep up the good work, Ken. You're a good friend to have. I'll talk to you later. That is a valid question. Whatever happened to Mew? They took a sample from its DNA and just... Well, they didn't release it, otherwise Bill would have known. So, where is Mew? Did Shigeki take it with him? Maybe Shigeki just vanished. I still don't know who this Shigeki is. So that might be a whole character arc thing waiting to happen. But yeah, let's heal. I changed my mind. I'm gonna do the pallet town mission in the next episode. So I hope you guys have a good evening, a good morning, a good day, a good night, whenever you watch this. So and for now, ta-ta.